Good morning. Welcome to your wonderful Wednesday. Today is a lot about new beginnings, as always, something new to learn, something new to look forward to. But before that, let's manifest, let's visualize, let's create our dreams. So, yesterday we had the full moon, the very first full moon for this Sangha. So, I hope you had a good time surrendering your wishes, trusting the process of life and the universe. And today it's all about some new beginnings. So, let's start our morning with Pixie programming and let's get down to business. So, let's start. So, Rahul, so let's have the music and we'll all be manifesting, visualizing, and surrendering once again. Yes, yes. Each one a winner for life, each one an achiever. Whatever we dream, we believe we achieve. That's our power of dreams. And so is it. So let's just connect to ourselves. Let's center where our balance align and tell ourselves today, whatever we're learning, we are going to transform our life. And before we start, let's have the very fantastic beginning with our mind, body, and soul. So we talk about our body right now. Let's go for our book. So now Luke Cotino brings to us one power fact, which is a small power fact. He says in point number 6, try to eat each meal at the same time every day. Your body gets used to food at a certain time each day, almost like a muscle memory. Try to give your body each meal at approximately the same time every day for the better hormonal balance and digestion, and to prevent that dangerous acidity. Remember, weight loss is all about the hormones being in balance. So now that you and I want to make up our bodies better, what do? Same time, we fix up a time and we try to eat at the same time and we eat little. We chew our food much more. Tomorrow we'll talk about the science of chewing. Today we remember that timing is important. Not like today, the lunch at 12 o'clock, tomorrow 2 o'clock, dinner at 7, sometimes at 8. We're changing our pattern and that is changing our body memory. So we don't have to change our pattern, stick to the regime in a way regimental so that our body has memory and it's going to be taking it forward. Now we come to our very beautiful book and magic. So I hope you all have been listening to the extra sessions of your magic. And today we understand that how to get out of the magical way out of negativity. So all of us get sucked into situations which are negative. Now this negativity will definitely go out if we are all in the picture. Now, which picture are we talking about? If you look at the left picture, there is a door and it's opening up. It's opening up to magic. It's fully dark, but if you just open the door a bit, you are out of the negative situation. So Baha'u'llah, who was born in 1817, who crossed over in 1892, he was a Persian founder of the Baha'i faith. If all of you know, in Delhi, there's a Baha'i temple, that lotus temple. He's the one who's the instrumental behind it. So he says, a thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. No matter कितनी negativity आए life में, no matter ऊपर से नीचे हो जाए life, if you and I stick to our positivity, to our relationships or to our wealth, to our health, to whatever we have in life, if we are grateful, then nothing can ever take our happiness away. We'll always be happy, we'll be flourishing, we'll be thriving, and magical situations will keep coming. So, no matter what happens, keep giving thanks to everything and everyone, and our life will magically increase to the next level. So, let's turn the page. And now we're supposed to be grateful for our health. We're supposed to be grateful the minute we wake up in the morning. First, gratitude is for our health. We have life. We could live another morning. There are so many people in the world who cross over in the night, right? They don't wake up in the morning. So we're thankful for the breath that we've taken and we've woken up. And we do not complain. That's something we've even learned yesterday in the Simple Steps by To Impossible Dreams, Stephen Scott. So we don't take things for granted. So we don't complain. No weather complain, no nothing complain. We are just in a world of positivity. We look at things, what are we grateful for? What is it that we've gone? Today we have an home assignment. There's a movie called Pollyanna. We will be posting that movie to all of you. So please do watch Pollyanna without fail, because it's going to teach us all a beautiful game to be played in life called the Glad Game. It's about a young girl, how it changes things around with the magical power of gratitude. So let's go for it. Let's turn the page. And then we have to be the 10 examples given. I would strongly request every single one of you to hear that extra session Amrita gives you. It's on the playlist also. If you think assignments come in a bit late, you can always go on the YouTube channel, Born One to One for Life. Under playlist, you'll find a section called Magic Book in Brief. In fact, I'll tell her to send that playlist to you. Maybe I'll send it to the Sri Sangha so that you can save it, archive it, and see it whenever you want. If possible, even if you can hear it one day advance. So today, if we are doing this chapter, maybe come tomorrow after having heard chapter 8. So when I'm doing a summary, you kind of know what I'm talking about. In this, what's happening is, even if you have very adverse circumstance in life, but if you're saying positive for it, you will turn that into magic. So let's turn the page, sir. More. It's a long chapter, but a beautiful chapter. So just remember one thing: choose one problem or any negative situation that you may be going through, and you want to sort that out. List 10 things for it, what you're grateful for that, even in a negative situation. And at the end of the list, please don't forget to write thank you for the past, thank you for the present, and thank you for the perfect resolution for the future. Just by going through this, you will realize that things are magically happening. And all we have to do is simply say our gratitude. We wake up to gratitude by the blessings. We sleep to gratitude by the gratitude rock. And in the middle, this is what we are doing. So thank you, Rahul, sir. Time to move to our power book. So yesterday, how many of us have actually done the assignment? How many of us have reflected? Thank you, Meenakshi. So how many of us have seen how we react when people tell us something negative? Are we reacting or are we listening to them? So we talked about it yesterday that there are two ways to handle criticism. One is to negatively take it, react, and defend yourself. The other one is to simply listen to them and see, okay, this person is saying something to me. What can I do to change it? Can I genuinely change something? Because this person does belong to some particular importance in my life, right? Now, today we talked about yesterday about two things. First, we talked about that who is the person who is, yes, absolutely trying to listen without reacting. Very nice answer. So now we consider the source. कौन बोल रहा है मुझे? क्यों बोल रहा है मुझे? इसकी क्या value है life में? Then we said कितना accurate है? क्या इसको idea है जो ये बोल रहा है? और अगर इसको idea नहीं भी है, तो ये कैसे क्यों बोल रहा है और मैं इसको वाकई में कैसे बेटर कर सकता हूँ विदाउट डिफेंडिंग माई सेल्फ. डिफेंसिव मैकेनिज्म तो हम सबको आता है. कभी अटैक भी होता है तो वी वांट टू डिफेंड आवरसेल्फ. दैट्स आवर मैकेनिज्म वी आर बोर्न विद. अर्ली मैन के टाइम से चल रहा है. क्यों चल रहा है? Early man के time पे animals used to, attack. So they would defend. So that's there. Even animal kingdom also does it. But हम human kingdom में हमें उसके above rise करना है. आज हम पढ़ेंगे अपने response को देखेंगे criticism से कैसे होता है. And ये number 3 step है. 3, as I keep saying, is a number of creation. So let's understand this beautiful step. The third and the final step in turning criticism into your ally is your response to it. I've already shown the 3 wrong responses and 1 right response. So criticism becomes your best friend or worst enemy depending upon its source, its accuracy, and your response to it. All of them is wonderfully illustrated in a story I once heard. So now let's hear a story from Stephen Scott. One Saturday morning, a couple decided to go to a pet store and look for a dog. As they walked in the store, they were greeted by a loud, obnoxious parrot on the perch by the door. "Hey, buddy," said the parrot. "Yeah," said the man. "You're stupid. Your wife's ugly." "What did you say?" "I said you're stupid and your wife's ugly." Well, the man became furious and his wife started to cry. He quickly found the store manager and began to rant and rave. "My wife and I got all excited about coming out and finding a pet, and then a stupid parrot greets us with his obnoxious message. Look at my wife. It's ruined her day completely." "I can't believe he did that. Again," said the manager. The manager then gave a glove on one hand and walked over to the parrot. He put on a glove, he walked to the parrot. He grabbed him and smacked him on the side of the head 2 or 3 times. Well, the man and his wife felt vindicated, looked around for a dog, and finally decided to leave. On their way out, they started to walk past the parrot. Then the parrot said, "Hey, buddy." The man quickly looked at the parrot and said, "Yeah, the parrot replied. I tell this story to illustrate my 3 points. Who was smarter, the parrot or the couple? Obviously, it was a parrot. The man and his wife would not have had their morning ruined by the parrot's criticism had they simply considered the source, its accuracy, and taken control of the response to it. It was a parrot, not a college professor or the owner of a modeling agency. So, how valid could his criticism be when it comes to one's intelligence or beauty? Criticism couldn't be totally accurate. And finally, had they simply taken his criticism under consideration rather than react to it, they would have laughed and said to themselves, "What does a stupid parrot know anyway?" But judging from their response, the man was a little stupid and the wife probably wasn't great looking. So they could have found a nugget of truth. And the man could have cashed in on by taking a verbal advantage course. And the woman could have looked for a new hairstylist or maybe began a new exercise regime program. So very important for us to understand, आधी बार हम किसकी बात पे रिएक्ट करते हैं? क्या उस इंसान को उतने इंटेलेक्ट है या हम सिर्फ उसकी बातों से अपने आप को इतना परेशान कर रहे हैं? We must understand where are we coming from. छोटी छोटी बातें हमें perturb करती हैं, ट्रिगर करती हैं. क्यों इतना तूल देते हैं हम? क्यों यहाँ से सुन के यहाँ नहीं निकाल सकते? एंड क्यों सुनकर उसको अपनी लाइफ में इम्बाइब नहीं कर सकते? Why can't we become our better versions? Very simple, we can become our better versions, but we choose not to. Just because we're very happy the way we are, and we're happy to let people have the power over us. But where is the power? The power lies with you. You are what you make yourself to be. आप अपने साथ कैसे रिएक्ट करना चाहते हैं वो आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. Nobody else. Gary Smalley and I were once on a flight from Dallas to Chicago, and we were surrounded by members of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Gary asked one of them to rate her appearance on a scale of 1 to 10. He purposely picked a cheerleader. Both he and I thought to be a perfect 10. She said, "Oh, I'm about a 7." Gary and I both said in unison, "Why would you say that?" "Look at my nose," she said. Then she pointed to one of her friends and said, "Now she's a perfect 10." Gary instantly said, "There's nothing wrong with your nose. Why would you say that?" "Oh, you're wrong," she said. "Just look at it. When I was a teenager, my very first boyfriend told me that I would be a perfect 10 if it wasn't for my nose." Imagine, she's looking absolutely stunning. One little comment in the childhood is telling her now that this is the problem. She's allowed that one comment to stay over with her for life. Isn't that tragic? She had never gotten over the criticism. What kind of beauty expert was her boyfriend? Was he a nose expert? She should have considered the source, its accuracy, and laughed at his criticism. He was a parrot. The world is full of parrots, people who freely give criticism who aren't qualified to do so. But that's not your responsibility or mine. Kuch to kahenge log. That's the biggest rogue all of us are gripped with, right? Society is here full of people who will talk. They anyways will talk. Good, bad, average, they will talk. Yes, Meenakshi Arya, our reaction gives importance to that person. अगर आपने importance दी ही नहीं उस इंसान को, तो आगे क्या बोलेगा? There's nothing. आपने उसकी बात सुनी, reaction दिया, उसको अपनी life में get on करने दिया, so you are taking yourself in a different area. Our responsibility is to take control of how we respond to each and every criticism that comes our way. Let them throw their buckets of water at you. Step back. Consider the source and the accuracy. Wipe the sand out of your eyes. Look for the gold nuggets. Do this, and criticism will become one of your best friends, providing you with added wisdom and faster and more mature personal and professional growth and advancement. In the beginning, you'll have to work hard, not to react, and to instead respond correctly. But if you work at it for a few months, then responding correctly to criticism will become a positive habit and ally that will serve you for the rest of your life. So, what do we learn out of this chapter? How do we avoid criticism? The chapter was about that. We cut the chain. Consciously, अब हम क्या करने वाले हैं? लोग तो बोलेंगे, आज बोलेंगे, कल बोलेंगे, लोग तो बोलेंगे. क्या करेंगे हम? Let's understand in a synopsis. Power secret number 3. Turning criticism from foe to friend. First, अगर ये नहीं किया है तो आज प्लीज कर लीजिए. इस बुक को मास्टर तब करेंगे जब असाइनमेंट्स करेंगे. Make a list of some of the most memorable criticisms that you have received either at home or at work. अब आप बोलेंगे ये बोल रहे हैं memorable criticisms. Criticism सबसे ज्यादा याद रहती हैं, सबसे ज्यादा. इसलिए memorable word use हुआ जा रहा है. बचपन में किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया तो वो रह जाता है. By each of the criticism, determine how qualified the person was to give such a criticism. Put a V for very qualified, which means very important, an S for somewhat qualified, an N for not qualified. So आपको लिखना है criticisms को, उसको analyze करना है. कितना important है, थोड़ा बहुत important है कि बिल्कुल भी qualified नहीं है. Very, somewhat, and not qualified. So V, S, and N. By each criticism, write down as many of the following reasons as may have been the basis of the person's criticism. Emotionally based, आपसे attached हैं, आपके parents हैं, so शायद इसलिए. PE, based on your past experience or past failures. उनको लगता है पहले भी इसने ऐसा किया तो दोबारा करेगा. So PE. LU,
based on their lack of understanding or fully comprehending your goal, intention or vision. आपका क्या गोल है शायद उनको क्लियरली पता ही नहीं. So, इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि अगर उनको आपका मकसद ही नहीं पता, इंटेंशन ही नहीं पता, गोल ही नहीं पता, आपका विजन ही नहीं पता और उनको नॉलेज ही नहीं है इसके बारे में और वो फिर भी कमेंट कर रहे हैं, सो एल यू. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कई लोग आपको बोलेंगे क्या सुबह से 5 बजे उठ जाते हो, क्या कर रहे हो, मतलब हेलो सोने के टाइम पे ये सब काम कर रहे हो. दे डोंट नो ना कि 121 डेज में आपकी जर्नी कहाँ से कहाँ ट्रांसफॉर्म होने वाली है. लोग तो बोलेंगे सो जाओ आज मत उठो. मैंने खुद किया हुआ है. My husband was in the batch too, and we would sleep sometimes at 3 o'clock in the night, and I would say, you know what, I'll sleep on the way to the factory. What about you? You can't sleep. You have immediate work. Don't get up. But he says, look, I can see the larger picture. These couple of hours don't matter. So हम सब knowingly unknowingly करते हैं, right? CT, based on the conventional thinking rather than creative thinking. कन्वेंशनल थिंक करो कि आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स थिंकिंग हो. तो उसके ऊपर क्या पता आप कुछ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स सोच रहे हैं पर उनका कन्वेंशनल दिमाग चल रहा है. ये बिजनेसेस में बहुत होता है. कुछ आप नया लीप ऑफ फेथ लेना चाह रहे हो, कोई नई आइडिया लाना चाह रहे हो, उसके लिए एक बार तो होता ही है. यू नो देयर इज अ लिटिल base where people are always agitated. They're not letting you do something. They're trying to caution you. L, based on logic. RS, based upon the realities of the situation. What was the motive of the critic? Was it love? His concerns for you on the project or the project? His genuine concern for others? Was it selfishness, jealousy, fear, animosity, hurt, or anger, or his own immaturity? कुछ भी हो सकता है. वो जेलस भी हो सकते हैं, इनसिक्योर भी हो सकते हैं, नाराज भी हो सकते हैं, लव भी हो सकता है, कंसर्न भी हो सकते हैं, इमेच्योर भी हो सकते हैं, सेल्फिश भी हो सकते हैं. किस मोटिव से वो आप क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे हैं, अंडरस्टैंड दैट. अगर लव है तो उसको तो प्लीज ध्यान से लीजिएगा, बिकॉज यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन दैट. थोड़ा बहुत भी कर लेंगे तो इट्स फैंटास्टिक. एंड टेल पीपल आई एम हियरिंग यू, this I can consider this rather than criticizing and attacking back. Number 5, looking back, how accurate was criticism? Define the water in the criticism. That which was exaggerated, absurd, or meaningless. Define the sand. Criticism में that which was most irritating or hurtful. Specific words, tone of voice, spirit of criticism, etc. Determine the goal in the criticism. The truth that can be drawn from criticism that can help you better perform in the future. So किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? कल हमने बात करी in a bucket of water. पानी तो ऊपर हो जाता है, पानी is everywhere, right? नीचे अगर हमने मिट्टी डाली तो नीचे सेटल हो जाएगी. उस मिट्टी के बीच में शायद गोल्ड, छोटे-छोटे फ्लेक्स हो सकता है गोल्ड के. Now that is your eternal truth. आपको उसमें से नेगेटिव सिचुएशन में से कुछ अपने लिए एक पर्ल बाहर निकालना है, एक गोल्ड बाहर निकालना है कि इससे मैं अपने आप को कैसे बेटर कर सकता हूँ, मुझे डिफेंड नहीं करना. Number 6, how did you respond to the criticism? Was it with anger, defensiveness, denial, blame, attack, withdrawal? Or did you listen, acknowledge, thank, or give the critic an explanation that helped him to better understand you or your action? How could you have responded that would have been better for you, for your growth, for your relationship with the critic? आप ऐसा कैसे क्या रिएक्शन कर सकते हैं कि आपका रिलेशनशिप भी खराब नहीं हो और आपको कुछ मिल भी जाए, उससे मिल जाए मतलब some gold where you can better yourself as a person. And now last, write down the best ways you believe you could respond to criticism in the future. अगर आप लिख लेंगे कि आप कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकते हैं क्रिटिसिज्म से फ्यूचर में, तो व्हाट्स गोना हैपन, आप नेक्स्ट टाइम भी सिचुएशन आएगी, यू विल बी एबल टू रिस्पॉन्ड एक्यूरेटली, आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. सो वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्लीज बी देयर अलर्ट विद योर लाइफ. प्रॉब्लम सारी आती है हमारे रिएक्शंस में, so let's become alert to our reactions. So are we clear about this chapter? Any questions? You can use the chat box. Yes, Rawat, Ankur. Giving a smile and moving on is beautiful. और उसके बाद में थोड़ा मंथन करना, थोड़ा विचार करना, थोड़ा सोचना कि मैं अपने आप को कैसे बेटर कर सकता हूँ. कुछ तो है इसमें. What is it? And ज़्यादा नहीं सोचना, थोड़ा थोड़ा सोचना है. सर, अभी हम उसी बुक पे हैं, नेक्स्ट चैप्टर पे आ रहे हैं. We haven't moved on. So very important for us to understand. आज चौथी चेन की हम बात करेंगे. That is our most important chain. Every chain is important. हमें 6 chains काटनी है life में to become better versions for ourselves. Chapter 7 is about chain 4. Your lack of clear and precise vision. जब आपका एक clear और accurate vision नहीं होता, तो आप कैसे करते हो? कितना important है उसको clarity लाना. If you don't have a clear picture of your destination and a precise map to get there, you won't even begin the trip. For example, आप manifest कर रहे हैं कि मुझे 100 करोड़ का business करना है, मुझे turnover चाहिए, पर पता ही नहीं business किस में करना है. Business चालू ही नहीं करा. 100 करोड़ कैसे आ जाएंगे? अपने आप ख्याली पुलाव से. So, एक clear picture कहाँ जाना है, मंजिल क्या है, क्या तरीके से जाना है. Map नहीं होगा तो how will you reach the goal? So let's understand the science. Imagine for a moment that you live in New York City. One day, the mailman knocks on your door and hands you a certified letter. You open it up and you discover that it's a personal letter from my friend Dick Clark. In this letter, he tells you that he wants you and a guest to come to Hollywood and be his guest for 1 week. He's going to put you into a beautiful suite in the finest hotel in Beverly Hills. He will give you $5,000 a day for spending money each day you're here. You will be in Dick's personal guest house. A limousine will be available for you 24 hours a day, and you will go to the Academy Awards, and you will be dining with your favorite movie star one night and your favorite recording star the next. Following week in Bollywood, you and your guest will be flown first class to Hawaii for a 10-day vacation of a lifetime. As you approach the end of this letter, you're so excited. You can hardly see straight. You then come to the last paragraph, which reads as follows. The only catch is that you must drive from your house to New York to my house in LA area, and you must not use any map at any time. Furthermore, you can't ask anyone for any directions whatsoever. In fact, my friend Ed Macan says he will be at your door momentarily to escort you to your trip, to make sure you're not tempted to use a map or ask directions. Finally, you have 1 week to reach my home and claim your prize. बिना किसी से पूछे, बिना किसी मैप के, बिना किसी डायरेक्शन के, इतनी बड़ी सिटी में मैं कैसे पहुंच सकती हूँ? सो जब तक रास्ता ही नहीं पता मुझे, मंजिल पे कैसे जाऊंगी मैं? So you read that paragraph and your response might be, that's ridiculous. There's no way on earth I could get from New York City to LA and then to Dick Clark's house without a map and without asking directions. It's impossible. Well, if this was your reaction, you would be right. If you had all the time in the world, you might make it from New York to LA. You'd waste a lot of time and gas, and it might take months or years. Then, once you arrived in LA, you'd still be looking for Dick's house in the greater LA area, and finding his house without a specific address, map, or asking directions would take you even longer. After all, 3,500 square miles is there in LA area. Would you even attempt to start the trip? Of course not. It would be a total waste of time, and there would be absolutely no chance of seeing your dream fulfilled. Now, suppose the last paragraph of Dick's letter was a little different. Suppose it said, you can't use an existing map and you can't ask any directions along the way, but before you start the trip, you could make one call to Dick's office and get his specific address and a complete set of directions that would tell you every road, every highway, and every turn to take right from the front door to his. Now here's a critical question. When the time came to call Dick's office to get his address and the one-time precise detailed directions, would you have a pen and a pad of paper ready to write down every detail? Or would you simply listen to directions and trust your memory? The answer is obvious. Of course, you would write them down. Receiving your dream vacation and would depend upon it. You would then create your own map. And once you began your trip, you would consult your map and notes every step of the way to make sure you stayed right on track all the way to your destination. By simply defining your destination, writing down the address and directions, and creating your own simple map, you would arrive at Dick's house in plenty of time to claim your dream vacation. जब Google Maps नहीं थे, हमें कहीं जाना होता था. That's how we used to go, right? लिख कर, एड्रेस ढूंढ कर, कहाँ से क्या जाएगा, क्या लैंडमार्क है, इसके बाद कहाँ जाना है, पर हम लिखते थे. अगर इतनी डिटेल जर्नी पे जाना है, राइटिंग में प्लान बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. बिना प्लान की कुछ मंजिल नहीं हासिल होती. एक और एग्जाम्पल आएगा, उससे आप और मैं और क्लियर हो जाएंगे. आइए पढ़ते हैं. I give you this story to illustrate several points that you must understand if you ever want to get your rocket off the launching pad and begin to achieve your most awesome dreams. The first point the story makes is how impossible is it to reach a destination. No matter how great the reward, without first getting an address, writing down directions, creating a map, and precisely following that map each step of the way. The second point of the story is this. If you would be willing to take all of these simple steps, defining your destination, writing down the directions, creating a map, just to achieve your dream vacation, how much more would you be willing to do the same thing to achieve your dreams in the most important areas of your personal and professional life? After all, isn't your life and what you accomplish with it worth infinitely more than a 17-day dream vacation? What you accomplish in your marriage, with your children, or your job, and in your future career are all far more important and lasting than even the finest vacation money could buy. आपकी लाइफ कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए? आपके रिश्ते, आपका बिजनेस, आपके बच्चे, आपकी लाइफ, आपका करियर. अगर आपका ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो क्या आप डिटेल प्लान नहीं बनाएंगे अपने लाइफ के बारे में? एग्जाम्पल डॉक्टर गर्ग बैठे हैं, उनको क्लिनिक बड़ा करना है, हॉस्पिटल बनाना है. क्या वो प्लान नहीं करेंगी कैसे कैसे मैं मनी सेव करूंगी, इस स्टेप में मैं ये करूंगी, अब मैं ये करूंगी? बस एक प्लान कर ले, एक हॉस्पिटल चाहिए, तो क्या कोई एंजल इन्वेस्टर अपने आप आके बोलेगा हेलो गर्ग तुमको मैं इतने करोड़ देता हूँ बनाने के लिए? वो भी होता है मैजिक की दुनिया में. अगर आप मैनिफेस्ट करेंगे, ये नहीं कि वो नहीं होता, बहुत लोगों ने बहुत कुछ बताया है, लेकिन प्लानिंग इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. And yet, if you're like the vast majority of American adults who will never launch their rockets, chances are you haven't yet clearly defined your dreams in writing. And if you haven't defined them in writing, you certainly haven't written them down, the directions, or charted a map on how to achieve those dreams. And I will promise you that if you don't define your dreams in writing and chart a map to reach them, you will never achieve them. Your first reaction may be, it sounds so hard and would take so much time. I don't even know what my dreams are. Well, the good news is that once you begin to think about your dreams, you'll find that defining them is not only easier than you think, it's a lot of fun. It doesn't take a lot of time. Initially, it may take a few sittings or 15, 30 minutes each, but after that, you only need a few minutes per week. You learn the right ways to do this in chapters ahead, so don't even worry about it now. Just realize that the grand prize for defining your dreams and mapping a course of action to achieving them will make this the most rewarding activity in your life. So, बहुत ब्यूटीफुली बोला जा रहा है कि आपको अभी ये बेसिक होमवर्क करना है, कर लीजिए. आपको बहुत अगर टैंकरस लग रहा है, मुश्किल लग रहा है, सो इट्स ओके. फ्यूचर चैप्टर्स में आपको कैसे लिखना है एग्जैक्टली आ जाएगा. बट एक चीज समझ लीजिए कि अगर लाइफ में आपको ग्रैंड प्राइज चाहिए, आपके ड्रीम्स को मैनिफेस्ट करना है, तो क्या ड्रीम्स हैं उनको तो डिसाइड करना ही पड़ेगा. प्लस एक रास्ता तो निकालना पड़ेगा ना कि हाँ मुझे इस रास्ते पे चलना है. उसके बाद आपको रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा, द बिग ग्रैंड प्राइज. सो हाउ डू ऑल ऑफ अस गेन अ क्लियर विजन, और कैसे हम उस मैप को चार्ट कर सकते हैं फॉर ऑल ऑफ आवर ड्रीम्स. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. चेन्स होती हैं, हमने समझा. वो चेन्स हमें एंकर कर देती है लॉन्चिंग पैड पे. तो हम बार बार एग्जांपल लेते कि रॉकेट का. वो रॉकेट लॉन्चिंग पैड पे खड़ा हुआ है, वो आगे बढ़ ही नहीं पा रहा, उड़ान ले ही नहीं पा रहा, क्योंकि उसको चेन्स ने पकड़ा हुआ है. ये 6 चेन्स होती हैं. सो ये सबसे आसान थी, ये वाली जिसको हम काट सकते थे. कटिंग टूल क्या है हमारा? एक नोटबुक और एक पेन, एक डे प्लानर और हमारा कंप्यूटर. मैंने आप सबको डे प्लानर के बारे में बताया था, आपको याद है? प्लान दिन कैसे करना है, वेस्ट नहीं करना, पहले से स्केड्यूल कर लें. व्हाटएवर गेट्स शेड्यूल्ड गेट्स डन. सो एक डे प्लानर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए. ऑफ कोर्स वो आपको, मैंने कल रात को एनर्जाइज कर दिया है आपकी जर्नल्स, और आज कुरियर हो जाएंगे. सो कल से आने शुरू भी हो जाएंगे. एंड एज यू गेट देम, प्लीज लेट राहुल सर नो दैट यू रिसीव देम. In fact, mark a message to both Rahul and to Amrita. The procedure itself is so simple. It may be hard for you to believe that it will actually work. Our goal here is not to begin the trip, but simply to get a specific address for each dream and to define it in writing. In chapters 10 and 11, I will show you how to use a dream conversion process to create a map and plot a course for each dream you choose to pursue. You'll then have a map in hand with which to pursue your dream, and a very specific plotted course on which to measure your progress every day, week, and month of your journey to that dream. Later chapters will show you how, when you run into an obstacle, a canyon without a bridge, or a hill that's too steep to climb, you can make adjustments to your course or recruit help to overcome the problem. You'll be amazed at how fast you'll arrive at your destination. But in this chapter, I will show you how to take the first step in creating your map. That is how to clearly define your dreams in writing. सब कुछ एक प्लेटर पे परोसा हुआ थाल पे मिल रहा है. आपको सिर्फ सुनना है, समझना है, इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. आज सिखाया जा रहा है क्लियर विजन कैसे बनाएं, एक क्लियर मैप कैसे बनाएं अपने ड्रीम जर्नी में बढ़ने के लिए. The first thing you need to do in writing is to create on a single piece of paper a simple list of the most important areas in your life, starting with the most important and working it down. For example, Scott की लिस्ट में आता है सबसे important areas, his relationship with God, spiritual होंगे, religious होंगे. फिर my marriage, my children, my family's health, happiness, security, future, my health, my business and career, my extracurricular activities and passions. After you have created your list, take a list sheet of paper for each item and write that item at the top. आपकी लिस्ट में सबसे ऊपर आपकी कैप्शन आएगी, किस कैप्शन पे आपको वर्क करना है, और आप डिफरेंट पेजेस में डिफरेंट कैप्शन लिख सकते हैं. On each page, you may need several pages for each category. Write as many dreams as you think for that particular category. They don't have to be prioritized. Priority में नहीं, बस random लिख दीजिए. Just write them down. जैसे दिमाग में आ रहा है, बस लिख दीजिए. जनरल लिखिए, स्पेसिफिक लिखिए, जैसे आपका मन करे वैसे लिखिए. एक शेयर करने वाले हैं स्कॉट पेज कैटेगरी में, जैसे हमने मैजिक बुक में किया. दिशा, absolutely. My extracurricular activities and passions. I am choosing this category because the others are too personal as yours will be. So एक जेनरिक वो शेयर कर रहे हैं, उसको हम पढ़ते हैं. उनके एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज एंड पैशंस क्या हैं? डिफाइंड ड्रीम्स, उनके जो डिफाइंड सपने हैं. To provide, अब उन्होंने लिखा है उनका क्या intention है, क्या मंशा है. To provide a complete dream conversion kit with audio and video tapes and a loose leaf manual that will enable me personally to coach my family, friends, and anyone else in every strategy and technique they need to learn and apply the art of dream conversion to every area of their lives. क्योंकि वो coach हैं, उनका ये मंशा है. Number 2, to train others to become trainers and mentors in the art of dream conversion. वो चाहते हैं साइकिल आगे बढ़ती चली जाए, राइट? अपने तक ज्ञान नहीं रखना चाहते, आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं. Number 3, to create a dream conversion program that can be taught in high schools and colleges. ये ड्रीम कन्वर्जन अगर स्कूल्स में या कॉलेज में सिखा देंगे तो सबकी लाइफ में एम्पावरमेंट आ जाएगी. Number 4, to finish my novel Dirty Tricks Inc. and to see it become a #1 national and worldwide bestseller. Number 5, to spend more time skiing, relaxing, and writing at a mountain home. To spend more time speaking publicly, encouraging audience to utilize the art of dream conversion. To promote dream conversion through press interviews on radio and television, as well as newspapers and magazines. To build a file of the people who write to me with their stories of how they use dream conversion to achieve their specific dreams. To begin my next screenplay, to begin my next novel. I share this page to show you how easy it can be. It took less than 10 minutes for me to uncover, define, and write these dreams down. Now remember, this is a page about my dreams in the category that represents number 7 in my order of priority. My dreams in some of the highest priority areas, such as marriage and children, are more extensive and detailed. I have a dream page for each of my 6 children that relates my dream for my relationship with each of them, our times together, and what we do in those times. आप सबके तो 2 या 3 बच्चे होंगे, इनके तो 6 बच्चे हैं. 6 goals हैं हर बच्चे के साथ, कैसा relationship, क्या करना है. He's done that work. After you've created your dream page in any area, go back and number each of those dreams according to its priority. For example, on the page I've given, the first item happens to be my number 1 priority. And the 4th item is my number 2 priority. So following the statement of dream number 1, I would write a large 1. And following the statement of dream number 4, I would write a large number 2. In only a couple of minutes, all the dreams in this area have been prioritized. Right, तो अभी आपकी लिस्ट में आपने हेडर्स लिख दिए, पहले जेनरिकली लिख दिए, उसके बाद आपने इसको नंबरिंग करी, कौन सा कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है. अब writing your dreams down in priorities is like creating a address book for your dreams. You've defined them, placed them in order of importance. Once you've done this, you'll be ready to use the dream conversion process to create a map and chart an efficient route to each of your most important dreams. And with these maps in hand, you'll be amazed at how quickly you will be able to achieve dreams you've never hoped to achieve. So आपने मैजिक बुक में कैप्शंस लिखे थे, उनमें ड्रीम लिखे थे, राइट? अब उनको प्रायोरिटी कर सकते हैं कि पहले मुझे किस पे काम करना है, या मुझे मल्टीटास्किंग करनी है तो मल्टीटास्किंग में कैसे करूंगी, एक चीज के टाइम पे एक ही चीज करूंगी, नेक्स्ट स्लॉट में दूसरी चीज करने वाली हूँ. ड्रीम्स एफर्मेशंस डिफरेंट होते हैं डॉक्टर गर्ग. एफर्मेशंस होते हैं जैसे आई एम लव, आई एम ब्लेस्ड, आई एम अबंडेंट, या यू नो समथिंग लाइक दैट. और ड्रीम्स होते हैं सपने. सपनों को हम डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते कि कैसे एफर्मेशन है, कैसे है, दोनों में बहुत अंतर है. और एफर्मेशंस हम रोज पढ़ते हैं हार्ट थॉट में. कुछ डाउट होगा तो वी कैन टॉक अबाउट दिस मोर. आइए इस चैप्टर को सम अप करते हैं. पावर सीक्रेट नंबर 4. First, let's turn the page. The following exercises should be recorded in the notebook you've titled Dream Conversion Journal. आपको clear, precise vision मिल जाएगा. पहला, use your section dividers. Create one section for each of the most important areas of your life. Number them and place the section in order of the importance. पहले एक draft बना लीजिए, draft कि सब categories लिख ली. उसके बाद नंबर कर लिया, फिर उसको राइट ऑर्डर में रख लिया. Number 2, begin with your first and most important section. Make a list of your dreams for that area. अभी हमने पढ़ा उनका एग्जाम्पल, आप उसको भी देख सकते हैं. Third, in each section, create and title one page for each dream you've listed in that section. एक पेज पे एक ड्रीम लिखें, कितना उसमें डिटेल में जाना है. रिमेंबर, जितना डिटेल में जाते हैं उतना अच्छा होता है. This exercise is the first stage of dream conversion process. You will be adding information to each of these pages as you complete the exercises at the end of the remaining chapters. तो ये आपका बेसिक होमवर्क कर रहे हैं. इसको आगे ड्रीम कन्वर्जन कैसे करना है आपके सामने आने वाला है. सो अभी जंप डन नहीं करना, जितना बोला गया है उतना ही करना है. Are we clear till now? Yeah? Can I see them thumbs up or on their screens? So I know we're all good to go. Thank you so much. Wonderful. All right. So let's start our morning with our mid-morning with our sun salutations. Remember, the more we salute to the sun, the more you and I am growing in life. So very, very important for all of us to do Surya Pranam. So Rahul sir, let's have it with the audio. तब खड़े हो जाते हैं, आपकी स्टैटिक एनर्जी हो जाती है, उसको भी हम एक्टिवेट करते हैं. Let's go for it.
The Surya Namaskar with mantras. Om Mitraye Namaha. Om Ravaye Namaha. Om Suryaye Namaha. Om Bhanave Namaha. Om Khagaye Namaha. Om Pushne Namaha. Om Hiranyagarbhaye Namaha. Om Marichaye Namaha. Om Adityay Namaha. Om Savitre Namaha. Om Arkay Namaha. Om Bhaskaray Namaha. Salutations to the universal friend. Salutations to the resplendent sun. Salutations to the energy that induces activity within us. Salutations to the one who illumines. Salutations to the sun moving across the sky. Salutations to the giver of strength. Salutations to the golden cosmic self. Salutations to the Lord of the dawn. Salutations to the son of Aditi, the cosmic mother. Salutations to the benevolent mother. Salutations to the energy that we praise, and to the one who guides us to salvation. The sun salutation now with the names of the postures, both in Sanskrit and English. Pranamasan, Hastuttanasan, Madhastasan, left leg back, Ashvasanchalanasana, Parvatasan, and hold this position, and now slowly progressing into the deeper version of Parvatasan, Adho Mukh Svanasana. Ashtang Namaskar, Bhujangasana, Parvatasan, left forward Ashvasanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hastuttanasan, Pranamasan. On the right side, prayer position, raised arms pose, hand to feet pose, right leg back, equestrian pose, mountain pose, hold mountain pose, and slowly moving into the deeper version of mountain, the downward facing dog. Salute with 8 limbs, cobra, press back to mountain, right forward equestrian pose, hand to feet pose, raised arms position, prayer pose. One round of the sun salutation with awareness on the breathing. So exhaling our hands to the chest, pranam. Inhaling as we bend back. We exhale as we fold forward. Left leg back, inhale as we're arching back. Exhale into the forward. Hold the breath for knees, chest, chin. Inhale as we arch back. Exhale into the forward. Left leg forward, inhale. This is a back bend. Exhale whenever we bend forward. Inhale as we bend back. Exhale, hands to the chest. And on the right, deep breathing.
So we've invoked the blessings of the sun in the Brahma Muhurat, and this is definitely powerful for all of us because it's very, very, very important. And now let's move on to incredibly believable. क्या हो रहा है हमारी लाइफ में आज और कैसे हम प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं अपने आप को for a shift and for converting our dreams to come true. So this is about incredibly believable by Sunny Platon. And आज हम chapter 4 पढ़ने वाले हैं about societal structures. So our entire society, with the exception of a very limited number of groups, is set up and operates in a way which creates a lot of stress and suppresses the self-esteem of its people. Constant stress transforms into all kinds of diseases, including physical illnesses. Society ऐसी है, stress दे रही है, कैसे क्या हो रहा है? Let's understand two major factors. पहली बात तो, the vast majority of our actions are not based on our free will. Instead, they are things we are required to do to conform to accepted social norms of behavior. समाज ऐसे बोलेगा, समाज में ऐसे चलता है, ये करना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर हम outcast हो जाएंगे. That's a conditioning. Second, our need to be better than the person drives us to do things that we may not do otherwise. उससे better बनना है. So उसके लिए कुछ चीजें ऐसे करते हैं जो शायद required भी नहीं है, चाहते भी नहीं हैं. It is our ego, हमारा अहम, which drives us into doing things even though they are against our intuition. कल हमने बात करी थी full moon पे. This is about intuition. ये आपका intuition का time चल रहा है. Work on your intuition. आपकी intuition बोल रही है आप सही नहीं जा रहे, फिर भी आप कर रहे हैं because ego wants you to look good and to win all the time. So now what do? The moment we let go of the ego, all stress vanishes. क्या हो जाएगा? Worst क्या हो जाएगा? हमने पढ़ा ना उसकी स्टीवन कॉट की बुक में कि worst क्या हो जाएगा, best क्या हो जाएगा. अगर हमने analyze किया तो ego नाम की चिड़िया उड़ जाएगी. However, our society teaches us and continually forces us to keep developing and strengthening our ego. It usually starts in school. Before going to school, a child usually does not have a problem. The child is starting to learn school, what is good, what is bad, and normally accepts and adopts parents' behaviors, thinking, and value systems. When the child starts going to school, it is forced to do things that it doesn't want to do. For example, sitting on a chair for an hour instead of running around. घर पे तो भागता रहता है, right? वहाँ जाके system में बैठना पड़ता है. Also in school, the child faces tremendous pressure from parents, teachers, and others to start proving himself to be better than the other children. On his own, the child feels no need to compare himself with others. अपने आप से बच्चे को comparison का फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. लेकिन the pressure creates a lot of stress for the child. School में grading system आता है, क्या होता है, तुम better हो, ऐसा हो, तुम ऐसा हो. The system is like that. Let's talk about the system. An antiquated educational system. एकदम antique system है हमारा. Our educational system forces everyone to study from common subjects, whether we have any interest in these or not. अब trigonometry पढ़नी है, math, algebra पढ़ना है तो पढ़ना है. Interest है या नहीं है, पढ़ना है तो पढ़ना है. Almost every student finds some subject or another irrelevant and therefore boring.
And the mind revolts against forced actions. Forced actions impinge on a person's free will. जब कुछ फोर्स करते हैं तो आपकी अपनी इच्छा ही नहीं चलती, तो आप किसी चीज के लिए फोर्स हो रहे हैं. And why would anyone appreciate a suppression of his free will? कौन क्यों चाहेगा कि मेरी खुद की जो मर्जी है उसको कोई सप्रेस कर दे? If I force you to do something that you don't want to do, I'm basically proving that I have more power than you have. That means I've already put you down. The moment I put you down, I have lowered your self-esteem. The lower your self-esteem, the more stress you create for yourself. Your mind is constantly busy trying to figure out why you're lower than me. And the longer you think about it, the worse you feel about yourself. Hence, you are a downward spiral, the worst you feel about yourself. There's no end in sight. So, अगर मैं आपके ऊपर कुछ अधिकार से बोल रही हूँ, अगर मैं टीचर हूँ या अगर मैं आपके पेरेंट हूँ या अगर कोई और हूँ, पर आपकी जो फ्री मर्जी है उसके ऊपर इम्पोज कर रही हूँ, so obviously I'm showing that I'm better. Now let's talk about the pathology of competition. Competition creates stress. Stress creates disease. बहुत स्ट्रेस में कभी देखा है अपने आप को कैसे हो जाता है? सर दर्द हो जाता है, पेट में प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है, सारा सिस्टम हिल जाता है. Because stress is not very great. कभी रोना आ जाएगा, फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो जाएगी, टेंशन आ जाएगा. हमारा मॉडर्न समाज रन कर रहा है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कंपटीशन. तुम्हारा कितना टर्नओवर है, मेरा कितना टर्नओवर है. एक टर्नओवर हम लाते हैं कि अरे मुझे मजा आता है यार, आई लव टू डू इट, उसमें मजा आ रहा है, दैट्स गुड स्ट्रेस. एक आ रहा है बैड, अरे उसका इतना हो गया, मुझे उससे बेटर बनना है, वहाँ ईगो आती है. सी वेयर यू आर ऑपरेटिंग फ्रॉम. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एनालाइज करना. मोस्ट ऑफ अस बिलीव that we teach our children accordingly that competition is good. In turn, this causes a lot of pressure on each of us to outperform the other, even when we may or may not have any desire to do so. Why do I have to be better than the other person in all areas of life, or even in certain areas of life? Why is it so hard for parents to accept that the child might not perform academically as well as the neighbor's child, and yet fail to recognize that their own child has better design abilities than the neighbor's child? अब यहाँ कोई बैठे हैं सपोज और वो बोलती हैं यार इसकी बिटिया तो पता नहीं क्या क्या कर लेती है, मेरी बिटिया सोती रहती है, वो तो ये नहीं करती, वो नहीं करती, पढ़ाई में ऐसी नहीं गई, एस नहीं लाती, इसकी बिटिया तो इस कॉलेज क्रैक कर चुकी है, मेरी बिटिया तो यहीं पर है. पर ये नहीं दिखते कि मेरी बिटिया में ऐसा क्या है जो इस बिटिया में नहीं है. हम अच्छाई क्यों नहीं देख पाते? हम हर सभी कंपैरिजन क्यों करते रहते हैं? बच्चों का, अपने आप का, समाज का, अपने स्टैंडर्ड का. अगर आपका बच्चा उसके मुताबिक नहीं है, उसमें खुद में तो कुछ तो अच्छी बात होगी. अगर हम उसको एक्सपैंड करेंगे तो हमारा बच्चा बहुत ब्लॉसम करेगा. अगर हम कंपेयर करेंगे, हमने उसको हीन भावना दे दी जाने अनजाने में, उसको बोल दे कि तुमसे बेटर वो है, उससे कुछ सीखो. इसका मतलब क्या किया हमने? अपने बच्चे को डाउन प्ले किया या अपने आप को डाउन प्ले किया. So please understand, whose child is better, theirs or the neighbor's? The problem is created by the word better. To decide who is better, we have to have a scale of measurement, a set of judgment criteria. Then we use a criteria to evaluate people and decide who's better. किसने बनाया हम सबको जज? इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने तो जजेस को जजेस बनाया. नॉर्मल इंसान को जज किसने बनाया कि ये बेटर है, वो बेटर है? स्केल किसने दिया? ये समाज की कंडीशनिंग ने. The question is, who comes up with these criteria? And what is your criteria? What if your criteria differs from your neighbors? अब सुरेंद्र जी बोलते हैं कि मेरी बिटिया को ऐसा होना चाहिए. माय फादर जैन साहब बोलते हैं मेरी बिटिया को ऐसा होना चाहिए. किसने बोला किसका सुरेंद्र जी का बेटर है कि जैन साहब का बेटर है? Who's better? किसने ये दायरा बनाया? If your criteria differs from your neighbors, you may think the neighbor's child is better than yours. since his academic prowess is better. उसकी academic performance better है तो आपने बोला चलो इसलिए वो better है. Yet your neighbor might think your child is better than his since he will make much more money developing good websites. अब किसका बच्चा better है? कौन right है? आप या आपका neighbor? Yet both of you create stress for your own child. You want your child to be better than the other. Hence, competition creates stress. And stress creates illness. ये बात ध्यान रखिएगा, जब लाइफ में बैड स्ट्रेस आएगा आप बीमार पड़ेंगे, और अगर आप खुश रहना शुरू करेंगे, काउंटिंग योर ब्लेसिंग्स करेंगे, तो लाइफ मैजिकल हो जाएगी. Now let's talk about Amitabh Bachchan. Was he a failure? Is he a failure? जिन लोगों को इस नाम के बारे में पता नहीं है, ऑफ कोर्स हम सब इंडियंस हैं, हम सबको पता है, वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट स्टार्स इन द कंट्री. सोसाइटी के स्टैंडर्ड से अमिताभ इज एन एक्सट्रीमली सक्सेसफुल इंडिविजुअल. I doubt that anyone will disagree with this statement. Yet, one of my very vivid memories from the mid-60s is that of visiting Amitabh's father in his house in New Delhi. I was accompanying my parents. My mother's family has been close to Amitabh's family for a couple of generations. At that time, I was an engineering student studying in IIT, one of the leading engineering colleges in the world. The moment you mention IIT, you're automatically classified as a top academic success. We were visiting with Amitabh Bachchan's father in his drawing room, sitting room. After a while, Amitabh walked in and said hello to all of us and walked out shortly. This was at a time before Amitabh was in movies. Just like me, he was a college student at that time. Amitabh's father had a lot of formal education and placed a lot of emphasis on academic success. When Amitabh walked out of the room, I clearly remember Amitabh's father expressing his concern to my parents about Amitabh's lack of interest in academic studies and his concerns about Amitabh's future to his lack of interest in studies. My feeling is he said it also because he knew I was in IIT and he thought I had a good future. आप देखिए comparison कहाँ हुआ? क्योंकि ये IITian थे, उनको एकेडमिक में इंटरेस्ट नहीं था, तो उनके फादर ने कंपैरिजन किया. कंपैरिजन करने में प्रॉब्लम है. तनी पैटर्न क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं हम सबसे. Did Amitabh's lack of interest in academic studies prevent his success? Now I do not know if this was the case, but if Amitabh's father had pushed him to achieve more academically, it would create more stress for Amitabh. And my guess is that Amitabh probably would not have emphasized his academic studies anyways. मैं किसी चीज में अच्छी ही नहीं हूं, आप मुझे पुश करते रहोगे, तो मैं कैसे एक्सेल करूंगी? जहां मुझे पसंद है वहां एक्सेल करने दो ना. अब हम समाज की बात करते हैं, और इस समाज की बात हम कल करते हैं बिकॉज उसमें टाइम भी लगेगा. और अभी मुझे आपको एक ब्यूटीफुल सी हार्ट थॉट करवानी है और एक बहुत वंडरफुल मेडिटेशन करवानी है. सो द कंपटीशन पिरामिड क्लास कल बात करते हैं. कंपटीशन का पिरामिड कैसे है, समाज ने क्या पिरामिड बनाया हुआ है, और कैसे ये हमारी प्रोग्रेस में इसको हिंडर करता है. और ये बहुत रेलेवेंट है क्योंकि आप अपने आप को भी इस दायरे में रख सकते हैं कि आपने अपने लिए क्या पिरामिड बनाया है, जिस भी एज के आप हैं, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, डजंट मैटर. हम अपने लिए आप भी एनालाइज कर सकते हैं. So thank you, Rahul sir, for bringing this beautiful book in front of all of us. Let's have the heart thought. And can I have a reader for the heart thought? Somebody wants to volunteer. कौन पढ़ना चाहेंगे? Heart thought. It's a very beautiful affirmation. और कल हमने full moon meditation करी थी. So हमने कल surrender किया है. Very important for all of us to understand कि life में बहुत dreams हैं, पर अगर हम affirm करेंगे और surrender करेंगे तो possible है सब कुछ. आज की affirmation is beautiful. The answers within me come to my awareness with ease. मैंने क्यों बोला कि कल हमने जो manifestation, जो कल हमने meditation करा, उससे relation है. कल अगर आपने ध्यान दिया हो, मैंने बोला था हमारी intuition power इस time के जो full moon है, Pisces का full moon, water element से connected है, हमारे इंट्यूशन अभी बहुत हाई है, हमारी मतलब सबकी। अगर हम इंट्यूशन को थैंक यू बोलेंगे, सारे जवाब हमको अपने आप मिल जाएंगे। सो इसलिए एफर्मेशन आप सबके सामने आई है। द आंसर्स विद इन मी come to my awareness with ease. So yeah, Shalu, please read. We must become aware of what it is that we believe. आइए पढ़ते हैं.
If you are doing affirmations in front of a mirror, always have a pad and pencil so you can write down the negative messages that come to mind when you say them. You don't have to deal with the information right then. Later, you can sit down, and if you have a list of negative responses, you can begin to understand why you don't have what you say you want. If you are not aware of your negative messages, it is very difficult to change them.
सर अभी किताब रखिएगा. So हमें क्या करना है? हमारी एफर्मेशंस हमें मिरर के सामने बोली हैं. उससे क्या फायदा होता है? आप अपने आप से बात कर रहे हैं, अपने आप का रिफ्लेक्शन देखकर. और जब कभी कोई नेगेटिव मैसेज आपके दिमाग में आए तो आप उसको हाथ की हाथ डील कर सकते हैं. आप बैठ सकते हैं, नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्सेस को एनालाइज कर सकते हैं कि व्हाई यू डोंट हैव टू से व्हाट यू वांट. क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे? फॉर एग्जांपल, निरीक्षा मिरर में देखकर बोलती है आई लव यू निरीक्षा, लेकिन वो बोल ही नहीं पा रही, वो आंखों में देख ही नहीं पा रही. अब वो नेगेटिव मैसेजिंग उनके दिमाग में चलता जा रहा है. तो उसको बदलना बहुत मुश्किल है. सो हम अगर अपने हायर सेल्फ से बोल दें या अपने आप से बोल दें द आंसर्स विद इन मी कम टू माई अवेयरनेस विद ईज, तो उससे क्या है, हम एक चैनल खोल रहे हैं, थैंक यू बोल रहे हैं अपने ब्रह्मयंत्र को, अपने क्राउन चक्रा को, और हम उसको इनवाइट कर रहे हैं कि आप मुझे प्लीज गाइडेंस देते रहो. नेगेटिव रिस्पॉन्सेज भी खत्म हो जाएंगे और हम आराम से अपने आप को एनालाइज भी कर पाएंगे. थैंक यू राहुल सर. Now I request everyone to sit down in a meditation pose. आप सब बैठ जाएं, बैक स्ट्रेट कर लें. Our back straight, our feet firmly placed on the ground below or cross-legged. Our eyes closed. A soft smile on our faces. Let's take a deep breath in. इतनी ही लंबी सांस भरें. Fill yourself with love. Love your body internally. And as you exhale very softly, fill the world around with love. Fill yourself with light. Keep inhaling and filling yourself with light. Everything around you, inside you, is absolutely bright, visible. As you exhale, share your light with the world. Inhale oneness. We are all one. And as you exhale, feel the oneness with everyone around you. We are all made whole and complete. God has made us creative, ambitious, full of dreams, and yet with love and gratitude. Each one of us is made with love and light. Each one of us is traversing in this life on a beautiful path. We are divinely guided. Our intuition is strong. That inner guidance is coming our way, and we're now relating to it. अब हम सुन रहे हैं अपने inner guidance के बारे में, उसकी बातें, समझ रहे हैं, उनको इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं. We are on this path to learn, to grow, to evolve. We all are in this journey together, to walk together, to sail in our life effortlessly, with no competition, with no stress, with only happiness and excitement. Everything in our life becomes amazing, be it relationships with ourselves, relationship with the others, relationship with anybody else, be it business or family. They become better the minute we stop criticizing, the minute we are clear with what we want to do in our life. Let's start journaling and planning our life flow. Let's start thinking of our dreams. The power of dreams is going to make it come true to fruition. Each one of us has surrendered our dreams in the full moon, knowing they or something higher, better, highest, better will unfold for all of us. Let's start trusting the process of life. Let's start trusting universe. Let's know that universe has our back. Whatever happens is for a reason. And we are believers of that beautiful reason. We believe in ourselves. We believe in the world around us. And we believe in the divine beings, always guiding us, always blessing us, taking us from one journey to another. Life has given us so much more. Life has taught us pain. It's given us ups and downs. Because each down made us strong. Every lesson came with a learning. Every loss came with a learning. Every downward situation came to teach us something. Did we learn the lesson? It's time to think about that so that the pattern does not keep repeating. In this life of ours, we must break the chain of living the same life again and again. Let's create intention that each one of us in this beautiful month will start understanding the connection with our higher self. The more we connect deeper within us, the more our world is becoming magical. It's becoming full of abundance. We are here to become abundant in all realms of our life. Let's know it, let's believe it, and let's thank it in advance. Let's bow our heads in gratitude to our Dharti Ma, Janani Janma Bhumi, planet Earth. Dear Mother Earth, मैं इस संसार में आई हूँ with a lot of dreams, with a lot of aspirations, and I know each one of them is coming true because I am being nurtured with love and light. So dear Dharti Ma, जो roots आपके अंदर grow कर रही हैं from the soles of my feet, please take away all negativity from my body. जो कोई doubts है मुझे अपने आप पर, अगर मैं compare करती हूँ, वो सब negative qualities आप ले जाइए मेरे अंदर से, and please replace them with love, light, acceptance, bliss, and understanding. Thank you, Mother Earth, for making each one of us stronger every single day. May we grow abundantly and may we help others too. Now let's look at a life level. आंखें बंद, अपने आंखों के लेवल पे बंद आंखों से देखेंगे जो हमारी लाइफ बीत गई या पहले लाइफ में जो हमारी लाइफ हमने जी हैं उन सब के लिए धन्यवाद. A big thank you for each one of them because we have learned so many lessons today, and that's how we all are because of the experiences and all the lessons we've learned. So thank you, dear past life. Dear present, we are learning to become the better versions of ourselves without competition, without criticism, without judgment, with love, with appreciation, with gratitude, and with light. Dear future, well, you're so bright. जब आज मेरा इतना सुंदर है और मैं क्रिएट कर रही हूँ अपने कल को, tomorrow is the brightest ever, like a diamond, like a star shining. So thank you, thank you, thank you, dear life. Let's open our hands in the abundance pose and thank our universe. Dear universe, thank you for having our back. Dear divinities, thank you for blessing us with choicest of blessings. Dear angels, हमें रास्ता दिखाने के लिए thank you. Dear guardians, thank you for ensuring and assuring that we are all safe, protected, and sound. To all the divine masters, is this realm or the others? To all the gurus in this dimension or the others? To all the teachers on Mother Earth or higher? Thank you for your life lessons, for your teachings. Thank you, dear Cosmos, for including us in your Leela. Thank you, life, for having our back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's expand the angel heart. अपने हाथ के लेफ्ट राइट में अपने हाथ फैलाएं, आसमान को देखते हुए, हथेलियां ऊपर की तरफ. I am love. I am light. I shine bright, right now, right here. I am open and receptive to all the love and goodness in the universe. I am love. Wherever I turn, prosperity follows. My intuition is getting stronger every single day. My higher self guides me every single day. And so it is. Let's fold our hands in gratitude. Let's thank everything from heavens to earth for whatever experiences, whatever life, for whatever we want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's rub our hands together, feel the energy flow. Bless our face, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, touch our neck, our shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, front, back, our backside, spinal cord, middle back, lower back, our hips, back of our thighs, back of our knees, back of our calves, our soles. हाथ टर्न करें, ऊपर की फीट पे आएं, calves को टच करें, knees को टच करें, come to your thighs, come to your gut area, intestines को, stomach को, gallbladder को, kidneys को, liver को, chest को, heart को. Now let's fold our hands once more. Dearest beautiful body, if there are any diseases in you, please release them. Any negative thoughts, please release them. The trillions of cells in me become the positivity-induced cells. The blood circulation system in me, thank you for energizing me. The muscles, tissues, fiber, glands, bones, and skin, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to the energy that flows in me, I invoke you to bless my Sangha, their loved ones, and all beings on Mother Earth. Let there be love, let there be light, let there be blessings, let there be abundance, let everyone grow to the next level. Love, light, and blessings for you, Manish, Niriksha, Dr. Kamakshi, Jitendra ji, Nikita, रुचि, मीनाक्षी, आर्या, सुरेंद्र जैन जी, दिशा, अक्षय, रुचि, अंकुर, शालू, अनीता, शिवानी, मनीषा, ऋचा, उषा जी, सुप्रिया, शैली, भीषम चोपड़ा जी, कुंजन जी, वन वन टू लाइफ, अमित गुप्ता, विजय कुमार, सलोनी, अलोना, शमी, साक्षी, शगुन गुप्ता, सुप्रिया छाबड़ा. Lots of love to everyone who's watching this virtual series. Lots of love, light and abundance. May everyone's dreams come true. May they come to fruition. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any questions, you can raise your hands. Any doubts about exercises, you can raise your hands. आप कुछ नहीं कर पा रहे assignments में, you can raise your hands. Yes, Dr. Kamakshi, please ask. जी पूछें.
Hello, I just want to ask one thing that we were discussing.
आवाज थोड़ी कम आ रही है.
आ रही है आवाज आ रही है?
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बताएं.
And Megha, I just want to thank you for this wonderful series. बस एक चीज है, I was doing affirmations like suppose आपने बोला कि I have to reduce weight, suppose, or I want my daughter to go in a medical school. So I affirm that I am getting thin and I have fit in a healthy and a slim body.
I am getting thin मतलब मैं पतली हो रही हूँ, लाइफ लॉन्ग मैं पतली होती रहूंगी. आप वो चाहते हैं कि लाइफ लॉन्ग आप पतले होते रहें?
नहीं.
I am thin. I am healthy.
तो फिर ड्रीम क्या होएगा? अगर फिर
ड्रीम आपका है अलग है कि मुझे मेरा वजन 121 पाउंड करना है या 60 किलो करना है, वो आपका ड्रीम है. एफर्मेशन आपकी होगी I am 60 kilos. My daughter is a gold medalist. My daughter is in this college. ड्रीम होगा मेरी बिटिया का एडमिशन हो जाए, मेरी बिटिया गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट बन जाए, मेरी बॉडी वेट ये हो जाए, वो ड्रीम है. एफर्मेशन उसकी तब्दीली है फ्यूचर में जो आप चाहते हैं. जब फ्यूचर में अगर आपको वो सब आपके सपने साकार हो जाएंगे तो आप कैसे बोलेंगे, वो एफर्मेशन है. अब आपको एग्जाम्पल लेके आप ही मुझे बताएं कि आपका ड्रीम क्या है, आपकी एफर्मेशन क्या है, आप बताएं.
जैसे I want my daughter to become a doctor. मतलब she's in +2 and she'll go into medical school. तो मतलब my dream will be that she should become a doctor and my affirmation should be that she is a doctor.
She is a doctor और specific डाल दीजिए किस स्ट्रीम में डॉक्टर है या MBBS कर रही हैं, कहाँ जा रही हैं, and whatever is highest best for her. She is a doctor. Yes, you're right. आपने बेसिक बहुत अच्छा बताया, लेकिन उसमें फीलिंग्स कैसे आएंगे जब आप एफर्मेशन करेंगे? फीलिंग आना तो उसके लिए शी इज अ फैबुलस डॉक्टर फ्रॉम दिस कॉलेज, उसमें डिटेल डाल सकते हैं. वैसे एफर्मेशन छोटी होती है, ड्रीम एफर्मेशन लंबी होती है, दोनों में थोड़ा सा अंतर है. सो आपके साथ क्या जल कर रहा है, आपका दिल किसकी गवाही दे रहा है, वो एफर्मेशन आपको करनी है. या जैसे मैंने आपको बताऊं, जैसे मैंने अपनी बिटिया के लिए अफर्म किया था कि 12th के बाद वो NID अहमदाबाद में पढ़ेगी. वो मेरा मन था, मेरी मैनिफेस्टेशन थी. पर मेरी बिटिया को नेशनल कॉलेज में नहीं पढ़ना था कि मम्मा किस टाइप के हॉस्टल्स हैं, किस टाइप का खाना है, लग्जरी से बच्चे निकलते हैं, उसका नहीं मन था वहां पर. शी वांटेड टू गो टू अ प्लश कॉलेज. सो विल माय मैनिफेस्टेशन वर्क और विल द बिटियाज मैनिफेस्टेशन वर्क? राइट. अब मेरे को तो उसने कभी बताया नहीं कि मम्मा मुझे नहीं जाना. अब जब एडमिशन नहीं मिला तो बोली मम्मा मेरा तो मन नहीं था, जस्ट बिकॉज नेशनल कॉलेज होता है. So obviously उसकी manifestation work करेगी because I become a second person. तो पहली बात तो मैं as a mother I can tell you, ask your daughter does she want to be a doctor. सिर्फ आपको बोल रही हैं.
She's into the medical, मतलब in +2 and she's about to give her NEET next year. So I should affirm that she should be getting. This is the dream affirmation that she has
gotten. Yeah, she has gotten through and she's having a great time. Future fast forward करेंगे. That's affirmation. I hope you're clear about this.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And any other questions? Shalu पूछ रहे हैं, hard thought which you need to write 3 to 21 times. I'm open receptive. You need to write this line. So मेरे हिसाब से शालू सबसे best line in the world affirmation है I am open and receptive. जब हम खुले mind के रहते हैं और रिसेप्टिव मोड में रहते हैं, सब कुछ अबंडेंस हमारी लाइफ में आती है. सो यस, 21 बार लिखना है तो बहुत ही बढ़िया है. डू दैट. यस मनीष.
Ma'am, I have two questions carrying on with Madam Garg's question. Do we need to write blessings in present or future tense? And affirmations has always to be in present tense. That I understand.
Blessings तो हम लिखते ही नहीं हैं.
Affirmations
blessings हम देते हैं. blessings तो हम देते हैं एक दूसरे को.
Not blessings. Not blessings. What do you say? What she was?
Affirmation?
No, before affirmations.
Count your blessings.
Dreams.
ड्रीम्स आपके कैसे भी टेंस में हो सकते हैं. ड्रीम्स फ्यूचर टेंस में भी हो सकते हैं. दैट डजंट मैटर. ड्रीम्स तो सपने हैं कि मुझे फ्यूचर में ऐसे बनना है, ऐसे करना है. वो तो ड्रीम्स लिख रहे हैं हम. अब वो हम पता क्यों लिखते हैं मनीष? बिकॉज आज आपने ड्रीम्स लिख दिए, 4 साल के बाद या 1 साल के बाद टिक मार्क, 4 महीने के बाद टिक मार्क, ये भी हो गया, ये भी हो गया, ये भी हो गया. जस्ट टू नो कि मेरी इंटेंशन क्या थी बिफोर LTS 3 बिगैन. तो ड्रीम तुम कैसे भी लिख सकते हैं. Future tense, present tense, whatever.
Somewhere in a magic course, somebody told me that if you write dreams in your future tense, it will always be in future. It will not be realized. So you write your dreams in present tense.
नहीं, फ्यूचर टेंस में मतलब मुझे ये करना है. मैंने पहले भी कहा था, मैजिक बुक में भी वांट एंड विश शब्द हम नहीं इस्तेमाल करते. अगर जैसे अभी मैंने कामाक्षी जी को बोला कि मेरी विद्या का एडमिशन हो जाए, या मैं पतली हो रही हूँ, तो पतली हो रही हूँ हो जाएगा. राइट? अगर आप बोलते हैं कि मेरे साथ ये हो जाए, तो होता चला जाएगा. तो आप लिख रहे हैं कि आई एम, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं बोलती हूँ, आपका फॉर एग्जाम्पल गोल है, हेल्थ का गोल कर लेते हैं या मॉनेटरी गोल कर लेते हैं. पहले हेल्थ पकड़ लेते हैं कि आई एम थ्राइविंग एंड आई एम running a marathon, I am vibrating at a high health. So I am vibrating, I am running, I am healthy. ये मैं affirmation लिख रही हूँ. ड्रीम क्या है मेरा? कि मुझे हेल्दी होना है. So मैं उसमें ड्रीम में क्या लिखूंगी? हेल्थ, परफेक्ट हेल्थ. I'm not writing कि I wish to have perfect health. Who has this kind of time to write such a big sentence in a dream journal? ड्रीम में तो ड्रीम लिखोगे ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे माचू पिच्चू जाना है, तो मैं बिल्कुल माचू पिच्चू इन 2021 या इजिप्ट पिरामिड इन 2021 वो लिखूंगी ना. आई विल नॉट राइट आई वांट टू गो टू इजिप्ट पिरामिड्स इन 2021. आई विल जस्ट राइट द शॉर्ट थिंग. बट अफर्म क्या करूंगी? ओ आई एम लविंग द पिरामिड्स इन इजिप्ट. इट फील्स वंडरफुल. व्हाट एक्सपीरियंस, डिवाइन. दैट्स द मैनिफेस्टेशन. जब मैं इसको एक विजुअलाइज करती हूँ, तो मैं फील कर रही हूँ कि मैं पिरामिड्स में खड़ी हूँ, मेडिटेट कर रही हूँ. दैट्स द फीलिंग. तो वो सच हो जाती है. दोनों में समझ में आया आपको फिर डिफरेंस?
Now my second question is कि we all have come here into this series with a lot of baggage, almost equal to our age.
बिल्कुल.
Now it is very difficult to clean those baggage very fast.
It's not difficult at all.
Like maybe through the course I'll learn that.
Yes.
Now that presently, two things, my personally procrastination and poor decision making is slowing my this transformation journey. How to just guide me through these two things?
तो मनीष, हमारा 1-to-1 जैसे करिकुलम है. अगर आपने देखा हो, जो बुक्स पढ़ने वाले हैं, एक बुक आने वाली है बाबरा शेर की, रिफ्यूज टू चूज. वहां आपको प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन ड्रॉप होगा. एंड लेटिंग गो ऑफ द ओल्ड बैगेज के लिए बुक आने वाली है, लेटिंग गो, सरेंडर वाली बुक. आज हम सोचें 11 दिन में ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हो जाए, नहीं ना. 121 दिन की जर्नी है. अभी तो 110 दिन बाकी हैं. धीरे धीरे. दैट्स व्हाई आपने कल सवाल किया था 121 दिन क्यों. आज 10 बुक्स में आपको 10 दिन में तो नहीं पढ़ा सकती, समझा भी नहीं सकती. 10 दिन में तो एक ही किताब होगी. वी आर टेकिंग आवर टाइम एवरी सिंगल डे. हम इवॉल्व कर रहे हैं. There are people like here, Akshay is here. Akshay, what do you want to say? क्या होता है in 1-to-1 days? Do you want to just say कहाँ से कहाँ बदलाव आता है? You know better. I don't know. आप बताएं.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Good morning. Well, initially when we also began, there were a lot of doubts and queries regarding how this transformation is going to happen. But eventually, when you start doing all these practices, you will yourself feel a shift in your thinking and in the way how you lead your life. and this is a very gradual process. So these are things that are these are questions or queries which are very definite that you would have in your mind. But slowly and steadily, as you keep progressing along this journey, you will yourself start seeing that shift. So I think it's a wait and watch situation. Once you start progressing, you will start realizing that, you will yourself see a shift in yourself.
Also, every morning आप चाहे realize करें चाहे नहीं realize करें मनीष, मैं affirmations कर रही हूँ meditation में. I am open and receptive to all the love and goodness in the universe. 121 दिन हम सुनेंगे, सब conditioning, subconscious mind में reprogramming, reformatting हो जाएगा. Control all delete वाली fact हो जाएगा. थोड़ा रोज delete हो रहा है. एक टाइम आएगा जब delete कर चुके होंगे पुराना baggage, आप नए program हो चुके होंगे. That's why it's called life transformation. धीरे 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 एक एक परत हटती है और एक नई layer आती है, which is good. Yeah. So let's just believe in the process of life. Let's go with all these beautiful authors. Let's trust the process and life will unfold. Okay, Ruchi, thank you for writing this beautiful question. Aapki affirmation hai, I am happy and grateful that we have moved to Canada with my family thanks to our business or our job. Okay, so moving में आप moving ही करते रह जाओगे. जैसे मैंने अभी बताया डॉक्टर कामाक्षी को, आप भी move करते रह जाओगे. So आपको इसको change करना है. We have moved to Canada, right? Okay, मनीषा, आपने कहा था, हाँ, वो जो आपके ashes हैं, आप उसको हवा में उछाल दीजिए, प्लांट में डाल दीजिए, पानी में गिरा दीजिए, कैसे भी कर सकते हैं. That is not important. आपने surrender करा was most important. वो तो पंचभूत हैं. आप पढ़ाई छोड़ देंगे तो अपने आप उड़ के पंचभूत में, पंच तत्व में मिल जाएगा. So that is not important. But कैसे भी आपको करना है, आप कर सकते हैं. Any further questions? And thank you for asking questions. Questions पूछने से बाकी लोग को भी clarity आती है. So very, very thankful to that also. So thank you, everyone. God bless you. Have a magical day, an absolutely wonderful Wednesday. Let's see each other tomorrow for a thankful Thursday. Lots of love, light. Thank you, Rahul sir. Thank you, Amrita, for having my back. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you.